think we're actually burying the lead. Hey, OC, how did you know that Parsons was going to be able to rush the passer as well as he did? You're the only person I've ever seen to ever say that Micah Parsons could be a put his hand down guy. So I need that question answered.
The OC.
Boss, show me with Henny.
What it do, man?
Oh, man. Let's go. Boy, that boy Jerry is violating. Man, we gonna talk today. I can't wait.
Like, we must have got a guard. That's the only thing that would have made him do that. That's it.
He know.
He know. Cause he been watching Twitter, man.
Man, that boy Henny was watching Twitter, man.
Yes, indeed, man. And I don't like none of that.
Yeah. Hey, we gon' freestyle this, bro. You got Revis out here snitching. Let's go.
My reefer with Henny and Coke. Please don't be stingy, got plenty to smoke. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Seem like they doing the most for the clout. Did what I said so they know what I'm about. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live.
Boss, show me.
Man, I will. See, some stuff, man, be bigger than what it seems. Some things is real. It's mafia related. Ooh-wee. And this the right man. This the right man to talk.
Shot it. Fight for. See, that's how to go out. Don't go out, just sit back. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna take Matthew Golden now. Fight for. You want it physical. You said you want it physical. Fight for it.
Yeah, man. It's right here.
Man, listen. Cuts and everything, man. So we gonna be talking. We gonna bring y'all that funk. Yeah, we bring you that.
Oh my God!
Somebody else said
It is.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Man, how you feeling, bruh?
Man, I'm here. You know, I appreciate you for having me on at Short Notice too, man. That's real love right there, boss. So
You was
no
working.
doubt about that.
You was working.
Yeah. But you know, man.
Feeling good. How are you?
I feel great right now. The Dallas Cowboys ain't did nothing to raise my blood pressure. You know, they ain't made no moves where I gotta go out, walk back to Dallas and slap the shit out of shot in nothing. So for the most part right now, I can live with it. We can definitely talk about what the boys out there doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with this Revis stuff because this funny to me. I'm gonna start with that, man, because once again we climbing out this hole.
Climbing out this hole with a frown on my face.
So man, just going to it real quick. So your boy Revis, that boy Revis out there snitching, bro. Hold on real quick, man. Listen. That boy say, as a player, hold on, let me read this. He said, as a player, after every game, we don't get a choice. We're put in front of the media and held accountable, win or lose. I ain't gonna read all that. He said, and that's why it's unacceptable to see our union leadership avoid the same responsibility now. My question last week about a recent ESPN article remains unanswered, and now Jerry Jones feels comfortable publicly humiliating our union. I don't know if filing a grievance is necessary. The right battle at this moment, since defining him of the CBA amounts to pennies, but doing nothing is not an option. At the very least, the NFLPA should be saying it does not condone what Jerry's doing, that our options are on the table, and reminding players that if ownership ever tries to deal with them directly while represented, they should contact their agent and union immediately. The bigger issue is respect, Henny. Jerry actions showed that owners have no problem taking advantage of us, and when our union fails to respond, it sends the message that they able to do the same in the next CBA negotiations if the current leadership remains in place. Darrelle Revis.
I ain't mad at it because I know why he did it.
Okay.
So for first and foremost, Darrelle Revis is a candidate, for NFL PA president. So this is political. Somebody brought it to my attention during the show, so I had to go and do a quick Google search, and yes, indeed, Darrelle Revis and both Joe Briggs, were early names regarding, candidates for the full-time executive director position within the NFL PA. So this is political. What he said is not wrong. Like, by the letter of the law, Jerry ain't supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't wrong in saying it. But at the same time, that he has an agenda behind why he brought this to the light and he's saying what he's saying. Because let's keep it 1,000. I'm pretty sure Jerry Jones is not the only, owner that does not occasionally skirt, agents. You know what I'm saying? Occasionally skirt agents. I'm
Man,
pretty
Jerry
sure
out all the way out front with these violators. Like, you
see, Jerry just don't care.
Listen, it has a feeling, bro, that they got dirt on them dudes, bro. That's because the union looking soft, bro. I said, this is getting crazy. The union looks soft, to be honest. Like, they are not even responding to this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
what did they say? Like, yes, we have let Jerry do this for 30 plus years, and no, we're not going to change anytime soon. What they
but
gonna say?
he's so out there with his violations now. Like, Jerry, like, look, Jerry, like, y'all weak. I do what I want. Yeah, I talk to Micah. Now what? And see, my boy Mojo said the union has been torn apart in the last 3 months with allegations of withholding information from players in the collusion case. Cause yeah, they in that collusion case. I said, man, it look like them boys compromised, bro. You know what I mean? They got dirt on them boys. You know?
I'm pretty sure they do. Cause listen,
let me change the vibe, man.
Am I supposed to be riding through the desert or something?
No, go ahead. There's some dead bodies somewhere, man. These boys looking.
Oh, this is mafia music. Okay,
yeah, that's some mafia music. But them dudes looking compromised to me, bro. Real talk.
Man, listen. Y'all know Jerry from Arkansas, man. You know, Hot Springs was a mild haven, man. So I don't know what to tell you, man. He probably is running with the folks, man. He probably a made man. But Darrelle Revis, I don't know why you snitching on my owner.
Man, like, he's snitching on himself. Like,
man, I don't know what you talking about, boss. I ain't never heard Jerry say nothing incriminating.
Man, you talking to me.
Most agents get mad as hell if I talk to the player.
Damn! Exhibit A, ain't it?
That's not even Jerry.
Most agents get mad as hell if I talk to the player. So you don't even have talks if they had their way about it.
Damn!
If you see what I mean. And so my point is, it's a misnomer to think that talks or the total or the beginning of a time clock on talks has that much to do with signing a player.
Watch this one.
Those two aren't necessarily the same.
Watch this one.
Jerry, I was just curious because you know how these headlines can blow up. You said you don't always talk to the principals. In other words, David Violata, Micah Parsons' agent. Why have you not spoken to him more directly the way you have Todd France or David Cantor in the past?
Jerry didn't speak to Todd France.
Okay.
And Jerry, as he said, doesn't speak to many agents. I do.
So what is your relationship with Mugoleta been so far?
We've always had a good relationship with Mulligeta.
What would you say?
And specifically, Adam speaks to the agents as well. So But Jerry's typically, whether it's a coach or a player, speaks directly to the principal.
Damn. Exhibit A, bro.
I plead the field.
And I don't talk to the attorneys and all of the other stuff that goes on, too. Now, it really wouldn't be time for everything if you did that.
Damn.
So I do talk to the principal some.
We've talked about the fact that sometimes we drag these out.
Self-snitching, bro.
I don't know what you're talking about. Plausible deniability, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones have done nothing, but be there for moral support for some of these players, man. They might walk by. They might walk by the office. They tell about some family problems. That's about it. I ain't never seen Jerry Jones or Stephen Jones communicate with any, player in any facet about any numerical amount ever. Arkansas folks don't do that. Yeah,
these balls moving like they got the NFLPA compromise, bro. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. That them balls looking real because Jerry is out there. And see, I'm gonna make the case real quick, and we gonna talk about it. Every billionaire has a fixer. It ain't conspiracy either. What I'm saying, every billionaire has somebody who does the dirty work. Okay, so Rich Dale Ripple was the dirty work guy for Jerry. Right. Mm-hmm. So just like on Pulp Fiction, right, it was the wolf, famously, he was the cleanup guy who came to do the dirty work, just like on the movie Trading Places, that was Beaks. You remember Beaks? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So people got to know, when you going up against them billionaires, them balls would get a fixer on you, bro. Like, listen to this and we gonna talk about it. Listen to this. This is why.
Let me tell you why a lot of people can't do Rich's job. And people say they can, but they can't. Because you have to either go 0 to 60 in 2 seconds with a crazy look on your face and ready to brawl 300-pound linemen. And in the next second, be able to say, hey, everything's going to be okay. People can't do that, bro.
Not only
that. People cannot do that.
Like, just think about over the years, and we're going to make this a Rich Dalrymple segment, whatever. But just think about over the years, the phone calls that Rich had. Like, think about your days.
Yeah, Rich was, think about 29 years old walking into that.
Think about your days, and it's the Irving PD. It's the Las Colinas PD.
I just wrecked my car.
Dallas PD.
I just totaled my car. I just hit a lady, knocked her into a wall. I'm on my way to the police.
He not playing. He talk about a real. He serious.
To the police station. I'm locked up.
Watch when Jesse figure out he telling the truth. Look,
I need some help.
Is this a real call?
That was me.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That was me. Rich, I need some help.
Did you get help?
2 minutes later, Axe calling me, coaches calling me, Rich them getting me out of jail, everything.
But think about all of those.
And that's just one guy.
Happening at 4 o'clock in the morning.
That's just Nate.
You got 55, 60 of those dudes.
And then over time, see, back then, you can kind of control the message a little bit because there was no internet.
Right.
So, Rich can make a phone call to the newspaper, a phone call to the PD, and say, hey, listen, we're going to handle this, but this doesn't get out the PD. Now, they have people that work for all of these internet company newspapers who their job, when they're interns or low-level people, is they go to the police station every Monday
and get the report.
The public reports every single week to see
you're wrong. You're wrong. The police department got people that's going to call them and say, look at here, I got this.
You're right.
Where's my money?
Yeah.
So.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Yeah, that's just interesting to me, bro. Real talk. Just see, because a lot of people not looking at it from this level. Like, a lot of people, in my opinion, Henny, is missing how those owners would drum up dirt. You know what I'm saying?
Now, see, you speak out if the mob exists, man. There's no such thing as organized crime, especially, when it comes to the Jones family. Like, they are clean as clean can be.
Yeah. See, when you see Revis doing what he doing, it's like, why is Revis speaking out? I think it's even more than him just trying to be the president. He's looking at the inaction of the NFLPA. And see, and I'm just thinking, if I'm a billionaire and I got fixers working for me, ain't you gonna put them fixers to work? Ain't you gonna make sure if the NFLPA, if they go into the strip club, if you cheat on your wife, if you got something that's icky, ooey, ooey, right? Don't you want to control them? For real? You see what I'm saying? Like, this is billionaire. This is what they do. They go get them fixers. What's your thoughts?
All right. So I've been trying to deny, everything for the past 10 minutes, but I'll go ahead and I'll bite. So, so listen, there is a possibility, that somebody with that amount of power and influence, can change the course of outcomes that they want to see. And it's documented. That's why Rich, even when he had the situation with the cheerleaders, a lot of folks don't remember, it was Rich who got caught up in that voyeurism shit.
Yep.
And they had to pay the cheerleaders that settlement money.
Yep.
They still allowed Rich to retire.
Right.
For all the things that he had done for the organization. Right. If the stuff never came out, he would still be with the Dallas Cowboys to this day.
Right. So he clearly know where the dead bodies are, basically.
Exactly. So we just being honest, and I'm not denying the existence of anything that's going on. Yeah, like they definitely do that, and like Dallas, man, big business in Dallas. Like, yeah, of course. Like you don't think the '90s Cowboys, when they were doing coke and stabbing folks in the neck, and fighting and had the White House, you don't think they needed people to keep that under wraps?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
Because listen, everybody knew what's going on. It didn't make the papers until they got caught up.
Yeah. Hey, but see, what we doing is we giving you the other side. Like, most people not gonna kind of dig into that. You know what I'm saying? We go dig into it over here. You know what I'm saying? Henry the right one for this type of talk. Because most people go look at this surface. They go only look at the fact that, Revis, he's going after Jerry. But you got to look at the politics. You got to look at, why are the presidents quiet? Why are they just allowing Jerry to just blatantly violate them? You know what I'm saying? Jerry is blatantly going place to place saying, yeah, I am trying to skip agents. He blatantly saying it. So that type of blatancy, you move like that where you're not afraid of teeth. You know what I'm saying? You're not afraid of somebody actually coming at you. You know what I mean? You're not afraid of nothing.
Right. So listen, as a matter of fact, this is the report that we were talking about the collusion earlier.
Yeah.
He said that the NFL and the NFLPA quietly agreed to a confidentiality deal that hid.
Can you send me that link? I want to show it.
Matter of fact, I think I can just share it.
Yeah, sure.
And tag you.
Sure.
So it's on here.
Yeah, sure. Share it from your screen. You can share your screen.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
You sure? Because I did tag you on Twitter. So you can just
you did? All right, let me pull it. You just tagged me in it?
Yep.
All right, let me pull it. But
I
keep
shared
reading
it
though, because I want to show it. We show it over here. You feel me?
Yeah. Let me go back to it.
I see it. Appreciate it.
Anytime.
That boy Hen be working. You feel me? Man, we gonna show you. All right, here it is. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. So peep this out, man. The NFL and NFLPA quietly agreed to a confidentiality deal that hid the outcome of a collusion grievance, which found the league urged owners to limit guaranteed money after the Deshaun Watson deal, per whoever the hell these people are.
Yeah.
The players weren't told, and it's sparking major backlash inside the union. So that's why everybody is looking at the union leader sideways.
That's right.
You already are keeping important information from us. Like, it's on record now that the owners have joined forces to prevent, the dispersal of guaranteed contracts, and you knew about it. You did not let the players within your union know. So why did you not tell us? If you're not getting any money from these folks, or you're not getting any favors, and there's nothing crooked going on, why is something that big and important, not public knowledge to the damn players once it happens?
Because they compromise.
Extremely.
They compromise. See, because some people look at me saying that on Twitter and just think I'm just talking. You know what I mean? They'll just think, oh, bosses and Henny, they on some conspiracy theory. Nah, bruh. Nah. If you read the tea leaves, bruh, something look off.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like them fixers are working. Have you ever watched The Godfather?
Yes.
Part 1?
Yes. So Luca Brasi?
Yeah. Do you remember how they did that senator?
So the one who they put the horse head in the bed?
Yeah, with the brothel. No, they killed a prostitute at the
brothel. Okay.
So, the senator was targeting, right, the mob, right, going at them. So
I think that's part 2, by the way.
That might have been part 2. Yeah, it was part 2. You right. Thank you. My bad.
You good.
So on part 2, one of the senators was targeting, right? And so they caught him in some icky. You know what I'm saying? So it's cutthroat what they did. They drugged him, then, killed the prostitute. And then they went in there and was like, we can help you. We can get you out of this. So when you see the presidents saying nothing, you know what I'm saying? They're saying nothing. Jerry is out there moving like a mob boss, like straight up. He is literally out there blatantly violating the CBA. Blatant. He going out his way like, yeah, the agents get mad as hell when I skip them. He literally said it.
Most agents get mad as hell if I talk to the player.
God.
So
anyway, man.
Reeves already said there's really not much they can do about it either. So like you said, if we find him to the extent of what the CBA allows.
Hold on, you muted, bro. Did I mute you? You went out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, say it again.
Yeah, like Reeves was saying in the thing, even if they find him to the maximum potential of what's allowed in the CBA, it's peanuts to somebody like Jerry Jones. He don't give a damn.
Yeah, it's little money. And why would you not put teeth in something like this if you the presidents of the NFLPA? You gotta put some real teeth if you're trying to protect the players from owners skipping agents. It gotta be a significant fine. But if you ain't got no significant fine, if you got a little itty bitty fine, you basically telling the owners, have it your way. Do what you want to do.
Yeah. And he definitely has done it up to this point.
Yeah.
Like, when has Jerry Jones? Listen, this is track record. We can name the players that he probably circumvented the agent on.
Yeah.
I don't think that he was directly involved with Jalen Smith's agent, probably, because they got that deal done. So, like, Dallas Cowboys, man, they got a track record of this shit.
Yeah, Steven just said in this press conference, when they was at this press conference right here.
Jerry, I was just curious, because you know how these headlines can blow.
At that press conference, he talked about training camp is a place to where it's special because they can deal directly with the players.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why people like Zeke and CeeDee Lamb would not even go, because they don't want the pressure. Jerry and them showing up to your door at 2 or 3 in the morning. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to skip the agent. You don't think they do that?
I know they do it. Think about how many deals get done at training camp.
Exactly. So, and then let's talk real about it. Does it that then make sense for them to wait? You know how sometimes people be like, why do they wait? Don't it make sense for you to wait?
So you can get them along with that their agent. Hell yeah.
Yep. And then they try to put pressure on you, because a lot of times they go pay you the guarantee. They go pay you a bonus. They go do all that. Where they go screw you is the duration of the contract, that time. And most people don't understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Tyron Smith signed a 360 deal.
Talk to us.
Tyron Smith got paid good money, but he signed an 8-year deal.
Right.
He never played on another contract with the Dallas Cowboys the entire time he was here. He never got an opportunity to come back to the table. Once he signed that extension, the next time he was up for some money, it was with the Jets. So, you know, like they took his entire prime away from him.
My boy say, we ain't gonna never talk about the Philly game. We gonna talk about that, man. We got a whole week.
And listen,
gotta space out this content, bro.
Also, like, why would I talk about the Philly game right now? I don't know the final roster of either team.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Good point.
So, you know, I don't know who their starting offensive line would be. I don't know who our starting defensive line would be. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the health of A.J. Brown or anything like that, because there's still a lot of stuff in the air. So I'm not going to just throw out random names of people I don't know for 1,000% sure they're playing. I don't know if Trayvon Diggs would be able to go. Right. Like, if Trayvon Diggs play, my plan for the secondary is entirely different than if he's not here. If Tyler Guyton is available and ready to play week 1, my plan to protect Dak Prescott is different. You know what I'm saying? So we got to wait until that picture starts to form a little bit better before we get into the nitty gritty of talking about matchups. Like, matchup football is important when it comes to like the personnel of the folks who are playing. So I got to wait. I can't just give y'all no bullshit.
That's why Henny, that dude, my boy Henny say, man, I hit him up at the last minute. Hell yeah. And see, because I've been watching you working, man. You've been working. So what we finna do, we finna really go, because if y'all want, listen, we want to give y'all the real background of what was happening on that Revis stuff. Most people go touch that real surface. You know what I mean? We gave you the full 360 on that thing. Like, bro, it's lots of angles going on with that, you know? So now, this is where I really want you, Henny. I got the updated live 32 team finalized cuts, bro, for today. So you don't know what's on here. I don't know exactly what's on here, but I trust your football mind as we comb through this to try to find some stuff. Okay? Is that cool?
I'm down.
All right, let's go. So, and then they got all the breaking stuff, which you was doing a good job, because this is live, right? So they showing different cuts. So the Ravens make 3 moves. So they cut a corner, they cut an offensive tackle, and they cut Baylor Coop, the tight end. I don't know who that is.
None of them would make the team over here in Dallas.
Okay. So we go one by one on this, man. We really freestyling, because I'm trying to see what's out there. You know what I mean? And trying to see if I recognize anybody that I would feel good about. Now, obviously, stuff like this go stand out, right?
Defensive tackle.
Yep. So, because everybody been talking about, hey, boss, Henny. Hold on, let me make this bigger. There's gonna be some DTs available, man. Y'all panicking, man. There's gonna be some DTs that's available. You know, it's like, well, shit.
All right, well, let's see what they like. He's 295 pounds, 6'1". Let's see his track record. He has 0 games started in his career. He's played in 13. Let's see. Ugh.
So on paper, he looking kind of wump.
Yeah. Matter of fact, he got way too many. He got way too many jersey numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What round was he drafted in?
Let's go up here, see what round he was.
My boy say
he came out of Rutgers. Where's his draft thing at? Let me see. Let me go to his actual profile. It's not showing me right there.
I'm talking about
2 seconds.
Look like no rush. I'm just moving on, looking at the next one. The card.
All right, he's from Michigan.
Okay.
All right, he's from Michigan. He was undrafted.
Next.
Yeah, next. Let's go on.
Yeah, because we taking a surface look. So then it would be Patrick Jenkins, right? Because obviously we locking on potential needs, right? So
let's see, Patrick Jenkins.
And we doing this live, bro. We truly flying this plane, bro. So hey, listen. And that's how I know Henny the right one, because he a research king. We doing this right in y'all face.
He young as hell too. Okay. He was born in 2003. He was undrafted. He just got there. He was an undrafted free agent. He seems like he's undersized, so he probably
keep moving, bro. I'm gonna keep moving because that's
292.
That's undercooked to me. So then obviously the Raiders signed Amari Cooper. I think Dallas missed out on that. I would love that. I would have loved that for receiver 3. Now, let's just pause real quick as we looking at these transactions. Trey. So that's part of my thumbnail, obviously. Trey got his bag, and then what does that mean for Micah?
Absolutely nothing. Trey he didn't get an extension. Trey got a rework contract. He got $14 million more. He is still set to be an unrestricted free agent next year. Absolutely nothing.
That's trash. So at the same time, some would say there is absolutely nothing. There is absolutely nothing pending. Because sometimes they wait too. That's what I mean. It means something. You know what I mean? Because Todd France did say, and Micah did say in writing that, not Todd France, David Mulugeta, he told him that you need to wait. So, because you being last and the youngest is driving up your price. So doesn't that say with Trey that there's nothing else?
No, there's one more that people aren't talking about. Aiden Hutchinson has not got his money yet.
Oh, for real? What year is he, bro? He year 3?
Yeah. So he's eligible, and Ricky Leaks, our friend the dog, says it's coming.
Yeah, I don't think Hutchinson gonna be this year coming off that knee.
They like Aiden Hutchinson, and he's done a lot since he's been there already. You know, this is one of the things where you could wait, but you could be proactive. Gotcha. And Aiden Hutchinson is readily available. He's already played his 3 years. Gotcha. 2022, he was a rookie. 2023 was his second year. The last year, he was in his 3rd year. He only played in 5 games and had 7.5 sacks last year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so they know that he's going to be their premier pass rusher for the future. You know, this is a team that doesn't want to. They probably don't want to wait. You know, Detroit ain't been good for a long time, so they're probably going to try and do all this shit by the book.
Okay.
So I'm hearing it from the like I said, I don't have any idea who the dog man is. He could be a stranger. He could be an exec working his burner account. The boy be right too damn much.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? The boy be right too damn much. So we'll see what happens. But he said it's white boy summer. He said all the white boys getting paid. He's the only white boy that ain't got paid yet. From what that's his words, not mine. He said it's coming.
Gotcha. So I'm noticing a trend already looking at the list so far. You notice what I noticed?
What's that? No real defensive tackles?
Almost hardly defensive tackles at all. I'm seeing a lot of corners. What is that saying about teams so far?
Shit. They value the interior defensive line.
Bam. Yep. That's what I'm saying too.
You also notice you don't see any good left tackles on here, right?
Yep. So it shows you that all the people, oh, boss, oh, Henny, they're gonna come on now. They're gonna pick up a DT, man. They go shit. How many are y'all seeing on these lists? Like real talk. I'm seeing a bunch of receivers. I'm seeing corner on every team.
Now I know him. McTelvin Agam, he a former 3rd round pick. He from here. He from Texarkana, where I'm from.
Gotcha.
Played at Arkansas.
Yeah.
Has not stuck, but he is a legit 309. So I don't know. He been in the league for a while too. He's finna be 28.
Gotcha. Tavon Brown was in a Boss Cowboy guide, one of the early ones, but I'm just not sure if he fell off. So just judging by the list, these are the type of people that I would go pull up their film. For real.
I mean, let's be honest. If you're a veteran player getting cut off the 53-man roster, you have not lived up to expectations.
Right.
And what's crazy, this boy was a 1st-round pick back in 2018. The boy you're looking at.
Yeah. Yeah. Tavon
and he's
Brown.
been on 1, 2, 3, 4. He's been on 4 teams.
Yeah. Yeah. Sadly, I still would take a look under the hood, sadly, just based on where we are. You know what I mean? But
beggars can't be choosers.
Right. So then, what's your thoughts on Hendon Hooker? Even though I think we good at quarterback.
I don't see much of a difference. Yeah, I'm going to say I don't see much of a difference between him and, Joe Milton. They're both quarterbacks that still need a lot of work. Physical tools are there, but it's going to take some time. I see Shiloh. Yeah. Keep talking. I'll go say Cam Akers as well. But him getting cut every other week is concerning to me though. You know what I'm saying? Like at one point he was a decent running back. I don't know what the hell happened to Cam Akers. And then Mike Hilton got cut. Like if we didn't have Trey coming back and shit like that, I might say bring in Mike Hilton. But I'm not sure why he got cut either. Mike Hilton at one point was a very good corner.
Yeah. See, and when they say notable,
he's old. He might have lost a step.
See, it's a couple of people on this list now. When they say notable and they say Lyle Collins, I'm like, bro, how's that notable, bro? Now, some of the people that get my attention for special teams, Shiloh. I love him as a thumper, right? I would just love him to be a tone setter like a Kenny Gett. That would be my vision for him. DTR, he get cut from the Eagles. Ooh. And Kenyon Green. What does that say about the Eagles, bro? What does that say?
They ain't playing no games.
They ain't playing no games. That's what that says to me. Ain't nobody safe over there. Because Kenyon Green's supposed to have been that guy. You know what I mean? Former 1st rounder. Look like you gonna be a automatic replacement for Becton. No, sir. You cut. Now, somebody that I would want to look under the hood. What you think of that? St. Brown from the Sparta 90s.
Hell no. I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
You already ain't got no room for no wide receivers. You already got multiple wide receivers that are pretty decent that ain't going to make this team. Because I throw this scenario out there on the show. They already used one of the designated to return IRs on Phil Maffa. What if they don't use the other one on Mingo? What if they let Mingo sit his ass on the roster? And then they're talking about they're only going to carry 5 wide receivers. That means Ryan Flournoy is not going to make your initial 53. That means Trayshawn Holden's not going to make your initial 53. That means Jalen Brooks is not going to make your initial 53. So depending on how they manage the roster, and if the rumors are true that they're only going to carry 5 wide receivers, we can't do it. Even if it's an interesting prospect, there's nothing we can do because your initial 53-man roster, if they try to get cute and keep Mingo on the active roster, even though he can't play, it's going to be CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Jalen Tolbert, Jonathan Mingo, and Devontae Turpin because they count him.
Jalen Tolbert, bro.
Dog, you know they're not going to get rid of Jalen Tolbert.
I know, but see, this is what makes me sick, bro. Just keeping it real. I see Philly aggressive even for wide receiver 3 and 4. You see what I'm saying? They willing to shake up wide receiver 3 and 4. We not. That just, you know what I mean? I don't like that. Did you see that poll I did, bro? Did you see that poll I did? Let me show you this poll, bro. It's gonna trip you out.
Oh, yes, I did. The Ryan Flournoy and Trayshawn Holden one.
Bro, that's crazy, bro. Let me show the people so they can see what I'm talking about. But keep talking while I'm pulling it up.
No, it's now there is room to get another wide receiver on the roster if you're carrying 6 people. But one of the bigger issues you have no idea what you want to do at running back, so you're probably gonna carry X one of them motherfuckers when you don't need to. You know what I'm saying? So like, where are you gonna go short at to get an extra wide receiver? Are we gonna go short at corner now that Trayvon Diggs is back and healthy? You know what I'm saying? Are we gonna go short at defensive tackle and carry 4 instead of 5, even though Perrion Winfrey balled the entire preseason and training camp? Like, where are we gonna go short at to fit an extra player under this 53-man roster? So they said Ryan Flournoy.
Overwhelmingly. And Jalen Tolbert got 3. What's crazy is this is what the fans are saying. This is what the eye test is saying from the fans. The eye test is saying from the fans that they are all the way out on Jalen Tolbert. I can't say I disagree with that either.
I'm not all the way out on Jalen Tolbert. But if you wanted to trade Jalen Tolbert, you know what I'm saying? I'm not cutting shit. But I will trade him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's already in the final year of his contract. You don't believe you're going to give him a contract extension. You might as well get something of value for Jalen Tolbert if you know he's going to walk for free. I've seen lesser wide receiver. The Saints just traded for a 27-year-old second-year wide receiver who did not cross 500 yards and only had 3 touchdowns. They gave up a 4th and a 7th to get him from the Denver Broncos. Jalen Tolbert is younger. He had more yards and he had more touchdowns. One of these wide receiver needed teams. They say the Jets are looking for a wide receiver. You know, the Raiders were before they signed Amari Cooper, so we could take their ass off. But there's numerous teams that are starving for wide receiver help that would not mind having Jalen Tolbert on their team. You know what I'm saying? So if you can find somebody to offload Jalen Tolbert, go right ahead, because the odds of him being a Dallas Cowboy past this season anyway, are slim to none. But in terms of what is working in his favor is his relationship with the quarterback. As long as Dak Prescott wants him here, he has a role. And while he's not a great route runner, hold on, we can feel how we want to feel, but the truth is the truth.
It's the truth. I hate it.
As long as he is cool with Dak Prescott, and as long as Dak Prescott treats him as his go-to guy when the play breaks down on this little scramble drill bullshit, he will have a place on this team. Because that's one thing he does do. He's not a great route runner. He's not a great blocker. But out of structure plays, he gets open for Dak Prescott and he makes plays. He did it numerous times in the Seattle game. He did it numerous times, in the Philly game in Philadelphia. That's just what he does with Dak Prescott. Now, can somebody else possibly fit that role? Sure. But, that's some shit that comes with time. That's the shit that comes with chemistry. That's the shit that they work on in the backyard when they just fucking around and doing bullshit. So he has a role on this team. And to be fair, I know it's by hook or crook because everybody got hurt. It is rare for a player to lead their team in receiving touchdowns, no matter how they got it. It is rare for their ass to lead their team receiving touchdowns and then not make the roster the next year. You know what I'm saying? So I understand it. I wish we had, maybe a better receiving option, but it is what it is, man. Like, you don't pay a guy like Jalen Tolbert anyway. He's your third receiver. You already got guys on the roster to step up and take their place. They're what you traded for John Domingo for. They're what you got Ryan Floridor baking in the oven for. And honestly, you paid Cavante Turpin $18 million to stay around. So, like, he'll probably get a whole lot of wide receiver reps this year, too. You ain't telling me shit.
I just put it like this. Ever since I did that film breakdown, when I was comparing
Tolbert and somebody else.
Keelan Allen and Tolbert, bro, I can't get that out of my mind, bro, how bad the routes was. I just can't.
Yeah.
It was
bad. I can understand it.
So, like, his stats look good, but when I watched his routes, he would get no separation. It was very elementary routes, bro. It was like I will never forget. I was cussing at the end of that film, bro. Because I really, honestly did feel sorry for Dak, bro. I was like, y'all asking Dak to throw to this?
You can't feel sorry for somebody that doesn't want to get rid of the player. Like listen, if Dak Prescott wants him there and he can't get open, that's a Dak Prescott problem after that.
Yeah. All right.
You know what I'm saying? If I stamp you for a job, you know what I'm saying? You come in, you fuck up everything. Like, I am sort of responsible for you. I didn't mess it up, but you know.
Look at the Rams. The Rams over here, like the Rams, they done already got they whole. They like, man, we done. We ain't even been slow on it. What kind of message is that sending?
One, they some hoes for not letting me know because I'm trying to poach.
They said it's gonna be Tuesday, so it's gonna be tomorrow.
It's gonna be tomorrow. But I want everybody to remember, you have the same waiver position as your draft position. The Dallas Cowboys had a pretty damn good draft position this year, didn't they? We picked 12th overall.
Yeah.
So if you want people this year, you can get people, Dallas Cowboys. So, like Lou had pointed out, go take a look at their 30 visits. Go take a look at their Dallas Day visits. Go look at all that shit. Because if any of them boys end up on the open market, the Dallas Cowboys might swoop in and get them. Now, hold on. I did not see this for myself, but go up. Which team it is? This Ian Wheeler boy?
Bears.
I heard that folks were legitimately mad that Ian Wheeler did not make this 53-man roster. I don't know what he did, where he from, but I seen Bear fans legitimately mad on the timeline that Ian Wheeler was one of their cut casualties.
You got me curious.
I am curious as well. I don't know the boy.
You see why I said I'm looking too. You see why I say him.
Only 23 years old at that.
Because everybody can't freestyle a show like this. You see how my boy, because I was just watching, my boy Hen was working today, man. I was watching you, boy. I said, that boy Hen is in them streets. Hold on real quick. So I'm pulling up Hen right now.
Oh, he went for over 100 yards in preseason. 26 carries, 2 touchdowns. Let me see what his receiving was like. 1 catch for 14 yards. I don't know his background, though. I need to go take a look where this boy is from. Elon Wheeler.
I'm trying to look at that, too, right now.
College stats. All right, he played at Howard. He played at Howard University.
Wow. Interesting. And see, me looking at the little, he was getting some push. It's a lot of content on him. It's a lot of content on him. That means he was doing something. He was on he was on Fox up in Chicago. You know what I mean? Interesting. See,
5'11", 205 pounds, Houston, Texas. He a Texas kid. Let me see his stats in college. All right, let me go down.
What just happened?
I'm really not impressed with his stats, honestly, though. It don't look like he played much. Like, I don't know why they gassing cuz like that.
In preseason?
No, I'm talking about at college. I'm talking about in college.
And then what's going on with that injury?
He got an injury?
Say questionable.
Do not know. They say, because I'm not seeing what the fuss is about now. I look at his shit. It's like a regular dude. This man ain't never had 100 carries before in a season. The most carries he's ever had in a season was 65. He had 443 yards on him.
He ain't that big either. 206.
5'11". Yeah, 5'11", 206.
Yeah, he's
so
smart.
he like a tall, skinny boy.
Yeah. I ain't judging it. I'm just, peeping him. His average ain't too big either. His 3.8. It's all right.
All right, so I guess it was a return. He was return man too. 3 return touchdowns in college. Let's see, games played. Receiving stats ain't all that great. I'm trying to see why they like this nigga.
It's probably his film.
Mm-hmm. We gonna have to. Yeah. It gotta be the film because it's not the stats.
Now I might pull it up. Let me pull up the film. Y'all know if we pull out this film, man, we stop getting paid. Hold on real quick. But I'm curious now. I'm curious. NFL Pro, right? No.
Oh, hold on. Caden Prather. Man, we don't need another wide receiver, but I remember that boy. All right, so let's see. that we will find anything of substance fucking with these boys.
Nope. Hopefully the second wave is better, because the early wave is almost allegedly like the easy, low-hanging fruit to let go. But I definitely feel Star on this, man. Yeah, she said Prod had a really good camp, way better than Boot.
Based on fucking production, pressure rate,
production?
stats.
What production? What did you see?
He was hurt last year for one. You can't count that.
I'm trying to figure out why you said production then.
The year before when he was actually healthy.
What did he do?
He had like 4.5 sacks and a high pressure rate. The man was in a rotation.
All right. So
when we talk about James Houston, who had 1 sack in the last 4 years. I mean, what are we talking about?
No, I'm talking about what he just did performance-wise. Maybe he hit a gear. You know what I'm saying?
If
I'm judging the way I'm supposed to be judging, to me, the lights supposed to matter. What you do under the lights supposed to matter.
They do, and that's why your regular season production outweighs preseason. Like the man that flashed a little bit in preseason does not beat the guy I got.
A little bit. James Houston flashed a little bit to you.
He hooped, but that's the point. I seen him do.
I wasn't expecting this, bro. I don't view preseason the same way.
I don't weigh preseason over regular season. I
agree with that. I definitely agree with that. You ain't gonna get no pushback from me. But when I'm looking at just the performance,
he played great football. I'm not taking anything. James Houston was one of the most impressive players out there, and he should make the team. But like I'm saying,
he should be in the rotation.
Yes, he's going to be in the rotation. I think they're going to deploy all the pass rushers to make it onto the initial 53-man roster. I do believe that. But I'm just saying, the nigga who job was up.
No N-words.
I mean, you already dropped one. I had to get mine out.
I said.
Yes, you did.
When?
Earlier.
I did.
We were making the list.
You snitching.
He said I'm snitching. It's crazy. But no.
You sure I said that, bro?
I swear. Because listen, I view competition like for a spot.
Okay.
Like the defense, the 6th defensive end spot is the competition. Just like when we view wide receiver as a competition. The final wide receiver spot is the competition, and there's certain people that are fighting for it. There was never a scenario where Jalen Tolbert was at stake. There was never a scenario where CeeDee Lamb was at stake. There was never a scenario where George Pickens. You mad at me, but it's the truth.
I ain't mad at you, bro. It's just, listen, we both already
they viewed it.
Bro, we already agreed on that, bro. So I ain't mad at you.
It hurts to hear it, though.
It does. Even though I said it hurt to hear it, bro.
But that's the truth, though. Let
me ask you this question then before we get up out of here, bro. Yeah. What does it say that when the fans and front office politics are totally opposite? You feel me? So Jalen Tolbert is at the bottom of the poll, 3.3, right? Mm-hmm. And did let me go back to where was the other poll at? Was it right? Damn, what I do with that poll? Is it this one? Yeah. And Sam Williams is 0%. So you like the people that's the bottom of the poll, the safest? That's literally saying that front office is likely getting ready to do the complete opposite of the eyes of the fans.
The fans ain't seen Sam play all last year. Like, they forget about you.
But I'm just saying, though, what does that say?
Man, listen.
And I see you trying to inject reason because let me say what you're saying so you can know that I'm with you. You saying you put more stock in games and based on what Sam Williams did 2 years ago than what you saw to James Houston in preseason. You know what I'm saying?
That and to the fact that they have positions that they are competing for. Like it's the competition has always been the last wide receiver, supposed to be the starting running back. That's the one what I'm mad about. That was not a real competition, right? While Trayvon Diggs then was hurt, the other competition was at the cornerback there. And then the final pass rusher that was going to make the roster. So I believe, based on everything, they knew who their primary pass rushers were. They just drafted Izaraku. Sam was a 2nd-round pick. They wanted him to play last year. Then he got hurt, so they're giving him his opportunity this year. Micah Parsons, of course. They went out and got Dante Fowler, the veteran. Now the real question is, is the last pass rusher? We're going to carry 6. Is it going to be James Houston or Tyrus Wheat? It's obviously be James Houston. So if it comes out and it's Tyrus Wheat on there because of special teams, then we could flip the fuck out at that point. But I always knew, the competition was for the very last pass rusher spot. You know what I'm saying? It's just to get onto the roster. The competition for wide receiver, that's why I've been trying to push for holding. It's only really was one spot if they carry 6. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Because this has got interesting to me. I ain't want to go this long on this, but you
know what I'm saying? It's a good conversation.
This is a damn good conversation. Let's do this. Let's go with the easy. Who your starting defensive ends?
Micah Parsons and Dante Fowler for me.
Wow. Who's your third and fourth?
It would be Sam and Izaraku. Reason for Sam.
What?
Yeah. Reason for Sam is, one, they're going to play Sam because they gotta see they can flip his ass for one. They're gonna either see they can flip Sam, or if they
like Stephen Jones to me.
I'm telling you what's going to happen.
Not what's going to happen. What should happen, bro?
No, Sam.
Sam
Williams.
I knew it was gonna get interesting when I said 3 and 4. I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because you also got to think, what's the situation? Is it the pass rushing down or is it run stopping down? Early down, they'll probably have Marshawn Nealon in.
Yeah.
Pass rushing down, it's going to be Sam and Izaraku. We're talking about, the folks are going to rotate in. Because one, Izaraku was their second round pick this year.
Oh, hell no.
You may not like
it,
but he was their second round pick this year. Sam,
for his Stephen Jones.
It's rational.
What the fuck is?
No, it's not.
It is rational.
I gotta fight you back on this a little bit.
All right, why? Sam
What's
was
rational is to go with what you saw in preseason. The guy that actually played much better.
They barely played Sam, so we can't even say that.
I ain't talking about Sam. They played Donovan Ezeraku and James Houston enough snaps to where you can put them balls side by side, and James Houston beat that ass. I know this dude showed a lot of flash and good lookingness, but when it come down, this is just my opinion. When it come down to competition, bro, when the fuck is we go ahead and reward what the film said?
I'm sure he'll get in, but this is the thing.
Get in?
Dog, Donovan Wilson is not Donovan Wilson. Donovan Ezeraku is a rookie.
Yeah, you didn't take out James Houston, so you go get less reps, rookie. We trying to be better.
Man, they're gonna play that boy so he
they
can
gonna develop his ass. That's that our guys bullshit.
They gonna play him. I like, listen, you can be mad at it. They're going. Ain't nobody.
Listen, ain't nobody
wouldn't
do that.
Ain't nobody draft the top 50 player.
I'm gonna tell you who would. See, that's that bullshit. I'm gonna tell you who would. San Fran.
Who?
San Fran. They would.
When did they draft the top 50 dude? Don't play him.
Oh, Trey Lance.
His sorry ass don't count.
Oh, okay.
So he got hurt because they did try to play his ass. He got hurt.
But
he started the season and got hurt.
Yeah,
so
you asked. They got a long track record of going with people that just beat people out, bro. They do that.
But they threw his ass out there week 1. This is what I'm telling you.
That shit. You know who else they did it with? Kaepernick. Who? That's their culture over there, bro. Yeah. Kaepernick took out Alex Smith when they was 5-1.
Alex Smith also got hurt.
But no, he wasn't hurt.
Alex Smith did get hurt.
He was 5-1, bro. By the time he came back, they was like, no, we stand with Cap. That's their culture. If they beat you out, they play you in San Fran. It don't matter if you undrafted.
I gotta go back and look at that because I remember
that's the culture of San Fran. They don't play them politics like we do. They not, we drafted you so we go play you, or we paid you. Philly also will do that. Philly will go with the guy that balled over the drafted guy. Yeah, that's why Bond shined.
Man, Alex Smith did get knocked out, and they gave the job to Colin Kaepernick.
But when he came back, he didn't get that. He was 5-1.
Yeah, that's the point. I'm just saying. I'm not talking about losing the job to the competition. And listen, everything you just named was in the regular season. All those guys though, they started this year. Alex Smith started the year.
I hate the fact that we be like,
Trey Lance
you was a second rounder, so you safe. So Scoon, you say
he just got drafted. You don't know this man from a can of paint.
But listen,
you can't just.
To me, that's babying them, bro. Like
how
to me,
babying them?
So like for instance, when Bland walked in here, he had to be a damn man, and he was a man. He was like, yes, Jordan Lewis is that dude, but I'm more of that dude, and I don't need you to hold my hand. I'm gonna just beat his ass out, and he did. But then there's certain people be, but you stick around. We have to play you. Even though James Houston ran loops around your ass, we have to play you because we are envisioning you in the future to probably be that guy. So we don't want James Houston to, hurt your development. That's that bullshit. I hate that shit, bro.
No, that is sort of crazy because you don't know what a player is until you play him.
You played him, and you got beat out.
They barely They did not play the same level of snaps. They did not have the same amount of opportunities.
It's a reason why 92% of people with eyes is going with James Houston, bro.
No, because we got
92%. It's hard to get 92% of Cowboy fans to agree that the sky is blue when it's blue. This is very interesting, bro.
No, James Houston's gonna make the team.
I want that man to play. Because you know what? We did that same bullshit to Fowler the first time. Remember? Yeah. We did that same bullshit.
He played great football, and he did get on the field a lot. Because
right. That's the politics of Dallas. Oh, we got to go with Armstrong because he's our guy. Yeah, that's why Fowler didn't get on the field. Because we was doing this same politics instead of going with the bastard, the free agent that just beat him out. Period. That's why I can't stand Dallas. We is so fucking political, bro. I hate that shit, bro. Like, and I heard Isaiah Standbag talk about that, bro. He talked about that deflates the team. When the dude who earned it don't get it, that tells everybody that it's predetermined, bro. So anyway.
I mean, I really don't know what you want from them. They just drafted.
I want them to do what they said. What they said is you gotta earn it every day. That's what this man been preaching. This guy. That's what he been preaching. He said there's gonna be winners and losers. So when somebody go out there and win it, reward them. I don't care where you drafted, how much you paid. I don't care about none of that. I care about who showed it. That's just me, bro.
I mean, with the competition equal, because if they ain't playing the same amount of snaps or getting the same amount of opportunities, how can you say that he beat somebody out? He beat out Tyrus Wheat, easily. Yeah. But if they don't play Donovan Izaraku, he get a handful of snaps,
right?
And James Houston is playing a majority of the snaps, getting a majority of opportunities. Then how can I say that he just flat out beat my nigga out? Especially when Donovan Izaraku at one point in the snaps he had was leading your team in pressures.
I say this. You are the 7%. And I got no problem with that. You see what I'm saying? If that's your judgment, I don't fault you on that. You feel me? You could be that part of that 7%. I'm in the 92.
I mean, that's cool.
And I really respect your opinion on it. I do. You see what I'm saying? And I don't believe the way that we manage preseason, it's hard to make it completely equal, but we still got to make these decisions based on what we saw. You feel me? Because I don't think it was fair how Deuce finally got some reps in preseason 3.
No,
right?
It wasn't fair.
It wasn't fair.
He didn't get any opportunities the first 2 games.
Right. He didn't get any opportunities. But
just like Malik Davis played well, and he's going to not be on the team. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it wasn't fair, but we have to make an assessment based on what happened. You know what I'm saying? And if I made that assessment, I would say James. Right?
Yeah, James.
If I made that
was one of your best
assessment
players
right now, I would say Deuce over Blue. Now, the person that got the bigger upside to me is Blue. So I wouldn't be mad if they push Blue out there because of the upside, right? But if I'm just grading performance, I felt like Deuce played better preseason 3.
He did. Like you get no pushback from me that Deuce played better. I be making fun of Deuce all the time with this motherfucker.
Yeah. But people were sleeping on his pass protection too, bro.
Yeah, he did a lot better in pass pro than I actually thought he could. But he held up, for the most part. Yeah. But that's the thing. Like, if they're not viewing that as a competition between Donovan Izaraku and the other folks. Like, it's always been James Houston against Tyrus Wheat. That has always been the competition.
Right.
They were never going to go out there. Like, they were giving Donovan Izaraku practice rails. It wasn't like Donovan Izaraku was fighting to make the team. You knew he was going to make the team. We knew that. You know what I'm saying? Like, James Houston is the one out here that got to try and perform and make an NFL roster. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it was always going to be Tyrus Wheat and the boy. Just like it was always going to be between Ryan Flournoy, Holden, and Jalen Brooks as the last wide receiver on the open roster. Because the way I view it, that they've been out here assessing players, they were just trying to see who the hell is going to be at the back end of the roster. And I'm sure, I'm sure if James Houston gets opportunities in real game situations and he's performing, you know what I'm saying, that should be when, okay, we can sit the rookie down and, you know, you've earned this shit. But I don't think, you know, it's logical to leapfrog, veterans and shit like that with just preseason. Like, you got to do a little bit more for me personally. And I believe that preseason is important. You know, there are certain competition when players are of equally yoked, can go at it and win out a job. But that'd be just like if Joe Milton went out here and threw 10 touchdowns or some shit. Like, he wasn't gonna take that Prescott job. You know, just like when we had Zeke and we had a young running back.
Bro. That's extreme.
I'm talking about starters.
Okay, so I'm talking about, like, I slightly disagree, slightly. So Cooper Rush showed the grit when he had to unseat Kellen Moore, who was the number 2 quarterback for us. And he unseated him first in preseason. That was the first time Cooper Rush showed the grit that stayed with him, because what was inside was real. What was in that man's chest was real, but it was recognized and rewarded from preseason. You see what I'm saying? Kellen Moore was the anointed number 2 quarterback. He was anointed. Hey, but because I remember when, and people can go double check this with me. You can go double check this. Cooper Rush in his first preseason as a rookie had a higher passing rating than Mahomes and Deshaun Watson, who was drafted with him. He went and took that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see Dallas do that. I just don't think Dallas does that, and that frustrates me. So, for people that might have came in, because now the numbers done shot up in here, right? So that means likely some people came in here from the collective. Y'all make sure y'all go watch the beginning of the show, because me and Henny really, really did a good job of breaking down the real politics of what's going on with that snitching that was going on with Revis. I'm almost certain you're not gonna hear nobody really break down in depth what's really truly likely going on with the fixers. You know, it looked like it's some fixing going on. So if you want to get a real perspective, make sure you rewind it after we get off this live and go check it out. Also, make sure that on both channels, you know, because Henny, he blessed us today at the last minute. He had no prep. He one of the best in the game, so I knew when I invited him that he could handle anything. So we quickly put together, you know, thoughts on some of these early cuts. Y'all make sure y'all reward my brother as well as this channel with a like and subscribe. You know, support him. I really do mean that Henny is one of the best in the game. You know, he's also a funny, amazing fighter. Like, even when we go back and forth and sometimes we don't agree, he's gonna always make good cases, just period. Whether I agree or not, he's always some kind of way go pull me at least a little bit over to his side. He's a great content creator. He is definitely one of my favorites easily. So, my final words real quick, and then you can finish us off, Big Dog, is I really do recognize that, you know, politics is just strong with the Dallas Cowboys, but that's not gonna make me quit. And it's one of those things to where we gotta win with it. Just what it is. My hope is that we got so much damn talent that even with the ugly little funk ass politics that we continue to play, and we stretch out Will McClay with these our guys philosophies, and we be pulling on them. We be saying, man, go work a miracle, because we the only team that's gonna try to really lean on a one-tech rookie. If you look around the league, you ain't gonna see no other team leaning on a one-tech rookie and trying to fire Mozzie for that. We the only team that's even talking like that. It's nobody that's like, hey, let's get rid of Mozzie and let's go with that rookie. We the only team out of all 32 that's literally having that discussion. That is stretching the hell out of Will McClay. Don't you fool yourself. But I'm still gonna support this king. And we getting close to the real war. We getting close to the real bullets. I'm gonna keep saying this as we get closer. The bridge is getting ready to drop, and we getting ready to hit the beaches of Normandy. The bullets getting ready to start flying, and it ain't no turning around. So whatever side you on, whatever idea you was on, we finna see it. We finna see it. It also don't mean that it's over. It's not over. We got up to the trade deadline. So we gonna be having some real conversations. Me and Henny done put together a real list. I guarantee you we gonna come back on this list. I guarantee we gonna also follow up on this list, because I know my brother. We put in that real work. We do real film. We don't do highlights. We go turn that thing on. We go look at these dudes. We gonna analyze them live, raw, no protection. That's the only way to do it. That's my final word.
Facts. And man, boss, I appreciate you for having your boy on short notice, man. You know, it's always a pleasure to come in and do content with you. And man, my final word is pretty much just this, man. Don't be discouraged.
Right.
There's going to be a lot of stuff that happens, you know, tomorrow when that initial 53-man roster drop. That should not be the Dallas Cowboys' final roster. There should be other moves made. There will still be players available. There are still trade possibilities. It's not over till that fat lady sing, man. She ain't even warmed up yet. So don't be discouraged. I know there might be some folks that you were rooting for that don't make the final cut. You know, I know there might be, you know, some guys that you hate that they're still on the roster, but don't be discouraged, man, because the Dallas Cowboys still have some great players. We might be a little top heavy, but you got an all-pro quarterback. You got an all-pro wide receiver. You got his running mate is a top 20 receiver in the National Football League. You got one of the most decorated, you know, and respected pass rushers in the National Football League in Micah Parsons. You got two all-pro corners, man. So the Dallas Cowboys, wow, you ain't deep, man. You're definitely top heavy and talented, man. So as long as you stay healthy, you have a fighter's chance to go out there and do something. The Dallas Cowboys still have to find a way to establish a run. You still have to see which one of these running backs elevate their games or are able to lead you to the promised land. Because I don't believe that running back by committee bullshit. Get one of these boys 250 carries. Don't give a damn who it is. Figure it out. Whoever can handle it, give them to them and give it done, man. So run the damn ball, stop the damn run, and listen. All y'all that were hating on Micah Smith, you got to give that man an apology. The early rumbles are he's going to make the team. I know a lot of y'all hate the man for no apparent reason. I know he ain't who you want him to be. I know he ain't who you thought he was. But he is a decent defensive tackle. And he just need a running mate. So go get another fat, nasty bastard and put him right beside Micah Smith so we can plug in that middle so we don't ran out the field no more, man. It's your boy Henny Moore reporting live from the liquor store. And that's my final word.
Most agents get mad as hell if I talk to the player. So you don't even have talks if they had their way about it.